Hello everybody, welcome back to this little campaign. It's good to be back, even though I don't want to be back. I want to keep playing, and Lex is so bad.
Tell us how you really feel.
It was a lot of fun, to be honest. And it was a nice break for me. Yeah. Check out Lex's campaign. Our first episode is on the YouTube channel. From Ash and Earth. It's called Life Springs Anew. It's Lex running us through a campaign set about 94 years before this one on another continent. And you can come join and watch me, Sam, Garrett, and Brittany hang out and have some fun.
And I talk like this the whole time.
Like the whole time.
It's true.
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
I got into combat and immediately got pulverized.
It was good. It was real good. Go check it out.
Pummeled.
It's a lot of fun. Lex does a good job, and we all love them.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Kate, what do you got?
I have nothing but jealousy and FOMO. Not for Lex, for everyone else though.
Oh, cool. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got a Redbubble shop. You can go check out the awesome pieces that I got there. They're a fun time. Go check them out. We still haven't figured out a party name, but once we do, you can get your official. I don't think we agreed on that. That was a joke.
G's knees. The G's
that
knees.
was a joke.
G's knees.
But yeah, once we figure out a party name, you can probably find merch for our party name on the Redbubble. I don't think it's gonna end up
I'm just gonna
being
keep
G.
saying it until it just like
Sticks.
We are not the G's knees.
G's knees. Alrighty. So last we left off, and now if I do it here, it's canonical. The G's knees awoke from a restless night in the
Not canon. Not canon.
Hold on.
Audio test. Audio test.
Do you know what's really cool, guys?
Oh yeah.
I didn't rewrite.
Tense.
No, we're good. We're good.
We're good? Okay.
I didn't write the audio recap, so I was just briefly reading the previous one.
Oop.
Well, that's easy to do on the fly. Last we left off. Serendor, the Silent Wolf, stared you all down, asking the reason for seeking him out, and that if you didn't speak plainly, he'd litter the floor of his chamber with your bones. You expressed that you heard that Serendor would be able to bring Samaji back, or allow you to commune with Samaji's soul, and when Serendor attempted to do so, mentioned that something had corrupted Samaji's soul, likely connected to the Rime King, and if this connection were to be severed, Samaji's soul would be a little more free to play with, and that the soul was currently lurking within the Umbral Weft, a place beyond existence where the souls of the dead go to be judged by the Pale Widow. The Pale Widow. And if the soul is worthy, it is loomed within the Weft and becomes a new living soul born elsewhere in the world. And if it is not, it goes somewhere else. And he believes Samaji's soul is currently being held there until the corruption is cleansed. Seeing that you all were invested in destroying the Rime King based on your own reasons alone, he gifted the group a series of relics that were used by his champions when he and the other old ones were threatened by the gods during the Grand Restoration. Abraham was given a necklace set within a howling wolf's head, with a mint green pearl inside, a pearl of power. Crearyn was given a set of silver plate armor covered in wolf-like motifs, which I had tuned them to because I figured they might, but Lex could ruin all of my fun and say no. Called the Lupine Plate. Scooch was given a hammer in the visage of a snarling bear that could be thrown and causes lightning to strike when it hits a target before the hammer returns to the person's hand, called Runagar's Hammer. Samira was given a hooded cloak in the visage of an owl, specifically a snowy owl, called the Cloak of the Owl, and Tero was given a set of tight, form-fitting leather armor.
But not leather.
White, form-fitting leather armor.
It's not made of leather.
But it's made of spider silk. Basically underoos that would allow him to walk up and down on walls and communicate with spiders, called
That last part's very important.
called the Webweaver's Carapace. After giving you the gifts, mention that these gifts, and if you were to aid him in restoring the balance of nature here, you would find new allies as well, mentioning the massive furred entities that attacked the Frost Iron mines while you all were there, and explained that these were a tribe of frost giants that had shape-changing abilities and were some of his faithful. Samira left after being upset that nothing really came of this meeting in terms of Samaji, and you all were given some privacy and decided to camp just outside of the altar for the night. Nothing of note really happened on Samira's watch, who I believe took first watch, but Tero climbed up a tree and sat there looking to test out his armor and communicate with any nearby spiders in said tree, and instead communicated with the tree itself, which is one of the massive spiders that lurks within the Shadowtouched Wilds. Tero and Terry became the quickest of friends, with Tero calling this tree spider Terry if he fed him. So Tero went out into the woods, discovered worms on patrol, lured them into the camp, and the spiders, including Terry's friends, began to devour the worms through the forest. And the whistling through the trees, or the wind rustling through the trees you've all been hearing for this longest time in this forest, even when there's no wind, turned out to be the spiders communicating. You all awoke to seeing one of these worms being devoured. Tero explaining that he had made a new friend, introduced you all to Terry, and realizing a worm camp was nearby based on all of this, you made your way to said camp, discovered it abandoned, aside from a wagon and a horse that had been run ragged. You discovered a lockbox with some gems inside, as well as a burnt-up note near the still smoldering campfire. The note referenced visions of what was assumed to be the Vanguard headquarters, which are being delivered to the brain in Kaltorak Manor. Believing that an incursion at the headquarters for the Rime Vanguard may be imminent, you all made your way towards the Vanguard to relay this information. You grabbed the wagon, any supplies you could find in the camp, and took the horse with you, and sped along on your travel. However, due to the horse's poor health, being run to near death by the worms who had it before, and the storm raging around, the horse fell over and died from exhaustion as the night has begun to set in. So,
well, that's unfortunate, it seems.
the sun has set. Here the wagon sits in the road. What do y'all do? The horse is dead. It's nightfall. You're in the heart of the Shadowtouched Wilds. You're about 12 or so miles outside of Forodorn, so about a 5-hour trek on foot. And it is the middle of the night.
I suppose there's something we can, like camp.
Yes, well.
Okay.
I'm
You did
happy
well,
to keep
sir.
watch again.
Yeah. Actually, Tero.
Yes?
Want to help me prep this beast?
Sure.
Thanks.
Okay. So the two of you approach the emaciated horse, but there's still enough meat kind of in places, and you can always use the bones to make broth if need be. But yeah.
Abraham's gonna position himself by the head,
Okay.
and it's just gonna get that brain.
Okay. Yeah, you.
His tentacles are just gonna wrap around it, kind of haphazardly. One of them's going like that, and the other ones are like around the muzzle,
Okay.
just kind of holding it still,
Sure.
and
Easily pry the brain out. Curious how big a horse brain is. How big horse brain?
Smaller than you'd think.
A DM's fucking
How big horse
search
brain?
bar.
1.5 pounds.
that's pretty good.
Half the weight of a human brain.
Damn.
Oh,
Hey, Abe, I've always wondered, do you, when you slurp a non-humanoid brain, as you are in this case, would you take on more equine qualities, or? said.
No,
all that.
as far as I know, it's about sentience. Like if they had a sort of sentience, it's like all based on the psionic energy that something has. And them things with lower intelligence, they don't have as much of an effect. They still sustain, but yeah, not as much. It's like
Hooking up a battery the wrong way.
right, or like eating a burger or an apple. Right, apple, a lot of effort for a little bit of nutrients.
Yeah, they call that a negative calorie food.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is kind of like that, but not really. Still enough, but
Yeah, you all would get more benefits from eating the brain than Abraham would, because Abraham's getting like a psionic sort of sustenance from it. The rest of you would be able to get like the nutrients and the vitamins and everything.
Wow. Is it good? Does it taste like anything?
well, nah. I mean, beer tastes better.
Oh.
It's just, but when it comes to things with like higher intelligence, more psionic energy,
Mm-hmm.
there is a sort of euphoria of information sometimes. Now, that information can be anything from, I mean, from the words I use, right? You got rutters and you got gutters. When you eat a brain, when I eat a brain, depending on the type of person, like if they are a gutter, one focused on violence, then I get a rush of violent impulses and memories. But you got a rutter, it's a lot more of them, more upper memories, pleasures, that type of thing.
So it's well beyond our comprehension. Got it. Okay, understood.
Can all of you make perception checks, please? Based on hearing. Actually, no, this doesn't require a perception check. Dumb. Not everything requires a roll, Mr. DM. I know it's also a ploy for me to get you to roll your good ones out of the way.
Waste a 19.
The forest is eerily quiet, like all natural sounds of nature at night, like the crickets. Yeah, there probably some crickets.
No crickets.
Yeah, like the frost crickets that they all ate in Dvergefell.
Yeah.
And since this is Dragonsbeard hundreds of years later, Dvergefell is still very much down below. So the sound of the ice crickets is gone. You're just, everything is suddenly very quiet.
I don't think the forest enjoyed that little display that you created,
And
BB.
you can hear in the distance the sound of creaking and bending trees coming in your direction.
Well, I think it sounds a bit more like Tero's friends, or maybe not friends.
And
I don't know. Get ready for a fight or something.
Yeah.
Hello, is that
something
you, my
big coming.
friends?
as Tero calls out,
He calls out in Spider.
oh, and Spider. Okay, perfect.
In spider.
You all hear a voice together, so it does not reply in Spider. I smell you. Familiar. You smell familiar. And the creaking and groaning of the trees is getting closer, as does this heavy, ragged, loud breathing and voice. And whatever it is, it lurks just beyond sight, probably a few 100 feet away. How about I give you all a map, and I can kind of give you an idea of where you're laid out and where the sound is coming from.
Yeah. If you can't, Abraham. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Let's see.
This is roughly where the horse died.
So Abraham
Just
is
killed
right here
over.
by the head.
Nice. Yeah. If I can, do you have like a kind of turn to?
Oh, you guys have all the time you have in the world. You don't really know what's going on. You just hear something big coming.
Abraham. It's like
In this direction, probably about over here.
okay. Abraham's gonna rush over to here, and try to hide behind the tree.
Make a stealth check.
Fucking keep to the trail. The spear is.
But whatever is coming sounds immense.
Ooh, that's good. 16.
Can I
Okay.
pull my hood up and polymorph into a snowy owl and try to fly above the canopy to see where this thing's coming from? See if it's peeking out over.
Sure, you use your single action. I'm allowing everybody to get here.
Okay.
Action to hide for Abraham. You turn into an owl and fly up into the canopy. And as you get up with the you can't see anything because this again it's a dense forest, and whatever it is isn't big enough to tower over the trees.
Is it big enough to like move the trees?
Oh, the trees
in
are
its
like
path?
bending and breaking and like felling.
Okay.
And just that voice, I smell you familiar.
And to clarify for the item, am I a regular owl or a giant owl?
You're just an owl. Regular owl.
Great. Just wanted to make sure I got the right stat block.
Basic owl. if
And
you
you're
will.
also considered small. in there.
Lex! I don't need this from you right now.
What are the others doing?
So
Pennypup is also there.
yeah, so the hovering Errol is also there. The floating homunculus I
Oh
made.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a token for that, but Errol is there.
I was going to help with my directions.
Here, Errol is an ice method.
Perfect. Hey, Errol, just follow Big Sis. All right. Take care of each other. You know.
And the
And then I
sound,
want to...
as this is still happening, you still do what you do. You can hear, but you do hear the thing getting closer and closer. Just
Yeah, I'm having them go next to Crearyn
okay.
behind this tree. I'm just having them stay together.
So Crearyn's walking the path, just keeping.
Well, then just right by this tree. And then I'm going to fly up into the tree up here and try and hide and take aim.
Okay.
Not necessarily to shoot, but just to like
Perfect.
see.
Tero, what about you?
Right next to a tree. Just gonna just walk right up it.
Hiding as well?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Stealth check.
All right, here's my stealth check.
Oh, yeah, because you're in a tree too. Yeah, so yeah, Tero
Wow.
and
12.
12. Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Ooh, 21. I am the knight.
You are the knight. Crearyn, as you're walking along the path,
Mhm.
a towering, monstrous reptilian creature with a pale white hide slithers out from the forest like a colossal serpent. Its thick, lumbering legs struggle to support the immense weight it carries, basically dragging itself along. Its head bears a disturbingly human resemblance, although its elongated maw is lined with a grotesque mix of human and dragon-like teeth. The creature's dull blue eyes are eerily human, not draconic or reptilian, and from its patchy scalp sprout long, slick strands of white hair, like a human scalp is growing up out from the scales. Yeah, weirdly human face, as it
What?
appears,
Orochimaru?
yeah, out of the tree
Yeah.
line.
Oh. Well, it looks like, and they're gonna turn and
I would
see
like everyone to roll
everyone's
initiative.
god.
Oh God. Just a new wasted my 19.
That sucks, eh?
Okay.
Terrible.
Oh, that's horrifying. Something that's going to be out of the new
Select
Jurassic Park movie.
I'm extremely excited for that, by the way.
Yeah.
Because that shit happens in nature, and that's what you get when you fuck with genomes. Okay. I also got to add Penny to the initiative, and we'll add the Ice Mephit, who is definitely not an Ice Mephit.
Oh my god, we had 3 12s on the table. Crearyn, I imagine, goes last because they have a +1. I imagine Tero goes first.
I got a 23.
Oh. What am I
The 12 was stealth.
Oh,
my
yourself.
initiative.
Yeah. Sorry.
23 for
right.
Tero. Samira got a...
I
12.
think I also got a 12.
Abe got a 25.
Ooh, yeah.
Scooch
Yeah,
7.
pretty much everybody's. Yeah.
Okay.
that
And
worked.
Penny... Yeah, Penny and the homunculus go after. Okay. So yeah, this... Crearyn. Abe... Everybody would actually see this as it breaches from the forest on that side and kind of comes into a little bit of a clearing. Big old weird dragon dragging itself along on its stubby little legs with a very human face. I would like everyone to make... It is a faintly recognizable human face of an older human man. There is a slight stretched out grotesque scar on the temple where Samira thrust the dagger into the Burgomaster Eldrick Reinhardt's head.
Ooh.
And this is what it became of the Burgomaster when his body was taken away by the Rime King. So, yeah. Abe, you're up first.
Oh, man. Alright.
Oh,
That's a big one.
I gotta do this.
Right. Abe's gonna hop out for a bit. He's gonna come out from behind his tree, and get some of this. And he's gonna flick his hand out there, and it's gonna have some of his white paints, and it's just gonna spread outwards and turn into a cast of web.
Is there a size restriction on that spell?
No.
Perfect. What be the saving throw?
Dex.
There's an 18 on the die plus 1, 19.
Damn. Yeah, that's a seat. At least for now. Can we make a square of the
Fun
radius?
fact, there is an
'Cause
AoE tool on the sidebar you can use to make the things much easier than we did before.
Alright. AoE. Excellent. We'll do square. And that is a 20-foot square. And I didn't mean to make another one. Undo. And I would be casting that here. So when they move through it, they have to make another save.
Perfect.
As long as they're in it, they still have to, in a turn, still have to make another save. It also counts as difficult terrain.
Perfect. Anything else?
Yeah, Abraham is going to use I need to see the bigger thing on this. Sorry. It doesn't show a size limit for the telekinetic shove. If you can find one, let me know. But I'm looking for it and I can't see a size limit on it. So I was gonna try and do a bonus action telekinetic shove to shove it backwards. Shove it away from me.
No size limit.
Okay. And I'm shoving it away. Strength save. I think it's a strength save. Yes.
It is.
That is a 12.
Okay. It is shoved back 5 feet away.
Okay. I smell. And it kind of like looks in the direction of this little owl that's fluttering around. Killer.
Oh no!
And it seems like it has a target.
Oh, buddy.
Perfect.
Good thing I'm like 100 feet up in the air.
That'll bring us to Tero.
All
You
right.
are not hidden.
Yeah, I wouldn't assume I am. Just walked up, completely just fucked up the distance, and happened to just like stop right where there's a gap in the branches, and is just standing there like, "Hello." All right, let's see. Okay, 60 feet. Cool.
And it is basically dim light everywhere right now.
Sweet. Oh, hey. Okay, so quick question. Can you see where I'm like currently distancing to?
Yes.
Okay. My question is that edge there, like the square that it's like the mini is like the token is curving into? Is that a space it's occupying?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Then it is actually within range of the psionic daggers. Tero's just like, murder? We're murdering? Are we killing this thing? This seems like a thing to kill.
Oh yeah, straight
All
murder.
right. Just double checking.
It's definitely the Burgomaster's face coming out of this thing, but twisted and mutated.
Yep. All right, just double checking. All right, Tero's gonna standing on a tree branch up here. Bonus action, steady aim, and then pull out a psychic dagger and then huck it right at his
Yeah,
big
go
stupid
for it.
face. And does a 21 hit?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's gonna be 7 psychic damage.
Okay.
Plus sneak attack for an additional 8 for 15 psychic damage.
Nice. Anything else?
No, we're just gonna leave that there.
Alrighty. That'll bring us down to our Burgomaster friend here.
At the start of its turn, it makes
Yep.
another dex save.
17 plus 1.
Okay.
I would
Oh,
also
yeah.
like somebody to roll me a D8 or a D6, please. Anyone
I'll
at
do it.
all?
D6, here it goes. That's a 5.
5. It looks like after this web kind of gets splattered all over it, this dagger gets thrown at it, it enters a berserk state,
Oh dear.
gaining advantage on all melee attacks until the start of its next turn.
Oh dear.
Perfect. It's just gonna go in the direction of where that fucking dagger came from, where it sees the owl.
Don't forget difficult terrain. Oh, let me double check on the difficult terrain. I apologize.
I think it is.
I'm just kind of. I believe, yes, the webs are difficult terrain, so half speed while going through the webs.
I need to pull up that spell for a second, because this thing isn't stupid. Big kaiju monster. Okay. So it can attack the webs. Dumb. Okay. That's really stupid. Okay.
Web's a good spell.
Well, you can attack normal web stuff too. It's really stupid. Anyways, okay. So difficult terrain, it'll only get to the edge of the web.
Hey.
Just like there. Okay. So be it. Doesn't need to get super close.
Oh my.
Does this have a cone? It does!
Oh, that's not what you want to hear.
Oh, no, it's from the center of this thing. Oh, damn. Only a 30-foot cone. So it's not going to do that either. Well, this fucking stinks. Action dash. I suppose. Find the right tool here. Action dash. And because difficult terrain, it only goes 15, another 15 into the trees.
In future times when I use that spell, they don't make the save when I cast. They make the save when they start their turn. I screwed
Okay,
up
cool.
on that one. So
Pass! Okay, so it starts to lumber through the trees. And these trees start to get, like, buckled and knocked around a little bit, but not fully collapsed. Samira, you are but a little... Or no, wait. Who has the higher initiative, Samira or Crearyn?
I have a
Samira.
+3.
Okay. So Samira, you're up first.
Okay. I am but a little owl. I am... What am I doing? What can I do as an owl? I have a 60-foot move speed.
Mm-hmm.
How high would you say is the canopy? Like just above the canopy?
About 60 feet.
60 feet? Okay. So I'm 60 feet up. Can I see this thing and did I hear it?
Oh yeah,
Did I
you
hear
can
what
definitely
said?
see it. It's
Okay.
barreling through those trees, not too far away.
Okay. I would like to try to fly. Ooh, I'm in the wrong tool. I would like to try to fly 5, 10, 15, 20. I think I want to fly further into this canopy of trees and hide in like some of the snow-covered branches
All right,
near like the middle canopy.
your action to make a stealth check.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Well,
it depends. Did you pull the did you pull the hood up
before?
before you polymorphed?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did the because it says
I
as an
heard her
action
say
you
it
pull up the
specifically.
hood
Okay, cool.
and then polymorph into the owl. So that is a +3 at advantage. Natural 19 for a 22.
It looks like it's tracking you specifically, and then it loses sight of you.
Sick. I'm going to stay there as an owl and hide.
Okay. Crearyn, this thing came barreling out of the trees in the direction you were headed, and now is barreling through the trees to your right. And it looks like the person Samira killed on the road 3 days ago.
Oh, my brain went to the wrong person. Whoops. My brain went to the first guy that everybody killed.
Nope.
Okay. Yep. Got it now. We're here. Okay. 10, 20. Okay. Running through the trees. I can get right up to that. Fuck it. Vernon's gonna... The shield gets lifted and the spear is held back and is pressed forward as they're going to charge 30 feet. I think
Okay.
that will take me to... Yep, right up to it. Crearyn goes to like a slide, lifting up some of the snow, and is going to bring the spear in an upward jab.
Go for it.
While... Do some things with this. That's a bonus action. What can I do with my bonus action? She's gonna cast, or they're gonna cast Searing Strike
Okay.
as well
Cool.
on it. So as they bring it up, it seems they bring. I would say they run it across the shield, and as they do, the tips of it, the iron blade catches on fire, and they bring it upward towards it for a natural fucking 20.
Hell
Hey!
All right. Ooh, natural 20 on a paladin.
Yeah.
To do it. All right. So,
Oh, buddy, do that paladin shit.
fuck. Okay, this is exciting. Ooh, I was really worried that I would never get a natural 20 on her.
Well, here you go.
On them. Okay. So first off, with the spear damage, that is 11 piercing.
Okay. Nice.
Then for the searing strike, flares with red hot, an extra d6. Oh fuck. Okay, so it has some extra
So
stuff added to
2d6
it.
now.
So 2d6. Ooh, fuck. That's 2 6s.
Oh
so
my
that's
God.
12 fire damage. And we are going to throw a divine smite on that
Hell
as
yeah.
well.
To double those dice too.
Is it fiend or undead?
No.
Okay. So first level is 2d8 times 2 is 4d8.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So 48 radiant. 13. Not great. 13 radiant damage.
This is massive hit with your spear.
For a little bit of flavor, because of Crearyn's oath,
Yeah.
y'all watch as some of the trees seem to like almost create this like corkscrew spiral for a moment that dissipates into this like natural divine radiant energy that coalesces around the spear as she just drives it up into the trying to go for like the gut under here or like this little area
Perfect.
right here under the arm. Additionally, with Searing Strike, wait, Divine Smite, that takes a spell slot, right?
Yeah.
It does. With Searing Strike, at the start of its turn, it's going to need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
On a failed save, it takes 1d6 fire damage. On a success, the spell ends.
So it's on fire.
It can try to put out its
Okay.
put out its fire if it wants. Okay,
No,
so
what the 9 hells? Is that what you would have done to me if you would have hit?
There's a look in the direction that A's voice, or there's like where they had last seen, and there's a little subtle wink as they go back in their ready position.
As you strike out against this beast, it just goes, and it has a new target.
Fuck. Well, shit.
It looks down at you. Killer.
Little me.
And that'll bring us to old Scooch and their flurry of mechanical companions.
I got a little menagerie. All right, Pooch, you know what to do. Errol, follow her lead. And then I'm gonna fly over a little bit, triangulate on this fool. Go about here. Just move from one space to another. I'm gonna throw the hammer. Let's
Yeah,
see
go
what
for
this
it.
do. Throw the hammer at it.
With advantage because you were hidden.
That's flirty 20 or hand. That's not gonna do it. So 20.
Yeah, that's you throw the hammer and it hits, and a lightning strike calls down from the heavens and just.
Oh, okay. So that's heck yeah. So that's
So it's on fire, and then a lightning bolt comes down from the sky and hits it. You are
That's
basically
gonna
wielding
be-
Mjolnir.
That's gonna be 11 plus the Mjolnir damage.
Imagine if Vanguard had this weapon and it enlarged with him.
That's 16, followed by another hand that just goes pip, and just squeezes off a round from the crossbow.
All right, this one is just a straight roll.
Yeah. 21.
Oh yeah, so hammer hits, boom, comes flying back, and then other hand you shoot the crossbow at it.
So the hits right on the jaw with a little squeezing off a round in there. It's gonna be 7 damage. So that's a total of 23 damage.
Hell yeah,
So it hits the jaw with,
hard hits.
and then squeezes up, and a little bolt gets stuck in the cheek. In its cheek. It's a little Followed by Penny going right up next to Crearyn.
Okay.
Bark, bark. Penny is a good girl. Bark, bark. I believe. Have not. Oh, I already used my bonus action.
Yep, to shoot.
So I can't attack. And then Errol. Okay, I know he doesn't technically speak language, but I was thinking maybe some redneck sounds might be okay.
Oh, 100%.
Well, then then you see Errol reach into his cauldron. Just keep looking and just go, woo, doggy, and then like spin around and throw energy that has coalesced.
Perfect.
Throw it right at guy, because that is the homunculus has
Amazing.
a range 30 force strike attack.
Yeah.
So it uses my spell fire to hit, and then if it does hit, it's 1d4 plus my proficiency bonus.
Perfect.
Force damage. So for my spell modifier attack. So give me 1 sec. Sorry, it's it's me. Okay, so it's +7. All right, so I'm gonna roll a d20 and add +7 for this hit. Does a 16 do it?
A 16 does hit.
Great. Then that is going to be proficiency bonus right now is 2, so that's going to be 4 damage.
Okay.
Wee doggy.
Amazing.
Like it hits the shoulder, just kind of like a just like scorching the or like hitting the surface, like just a mild abrasion.
Amazing. Anything else?
Still,
Anything
that's
else
all for me.
For you in the okay.
That's all for me, I think. Yeah, because I got Penny right up next to Crearyn.
Okay, cool. That'll bring us to Abe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, back up at the top, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was she looking at? And he looks around. Oh, I bet it was Samira. And he's going to drop his concentration on web and switch it to vivid hallucination. And he's gonna create.
I'm gonna do something so you don't feel like you get bummed out here when you do this. Yeah. When it was tracking the owl, it was doing so by scent.
Oh.
So the illusion would not work.
From what I understand, the illusion affects the mind, not necessarily the vision of the creature.
Yeah, I'm letting you know it's not going to
would-
work before you do it.
And I guess I'm okay.
And also, based on what you know before from this individual and other members of the Dominion, there is a mental connection between Samira and them. So it could be using that as well. So that you get in a sense an illusion might not work.
Right. Okay. I guess my interpretation of that was that it was directly affecting their mind. So they would take on like.
No,
Anyway,
they're part
we'll
of the
look at
hive
the- we'll
mind,
look at
so
the
the
spell.
illusion isn't part
Yeah.
of the hive mind, so it wouldn't be distracted by an illusion.
That changes my turn. Let's see. What do I have for myself?
Well, I can ask a question. It'll give you a little time to think, Garrett, if that's cool.
Sure, yeah, do it up.
My question is was the tracking enough? Would we all have gleaned that it's using scent?
It's using scent, but also there is a lingering remembrance that there is the hive mind connection that the people have been able to detect Samira with and Samaji with.
I'm just asking because of a potential smell thing that I know I can do. So I wanted to just see if scent. Okay, great.
It appears to be
Perfect.
using scent right now, but then there is the memory of the
still
hive
connected.
mind connection that it's been using, and others have been using to keep tabs on Samira.
For sure.
All right. Sweet. I'm gonna close the gap a bit. Yeah, we'll do that. And do a mind blast. Intelligence save.
Okay. 2.
It takes 8 psychic damage and is stunned.
Man, I hate stunning condition stuff.
Hmm.
It's not fun, is it? Stunned.
They can repeat the save at the end of each of their turns.
Probably not gonna happen.
Okay. Then I am going to, seeing that it's stunned, I'm gonna, Abe is just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, big man now, huh?" And then just start walking up to it like this, and do another psionic, another what's it called?
Psychic shove.
Yeah, the telekinetic shove.
Automatically fails and goes back 5 feet.
Yeah.
Straight back, right?
Yeah.
Not to the right at
And-
all.
The direction Abraham's going, so yeah,
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
back.
It's
Okay.
straight. It's straight
was
back
like-
from Abraham.
I was like, good, please don't push it to the right, or otherwise you'd actually make it worse for Tero.
And Abraham's just gonna be like, "Oh, big man now," and he's just walking up on him like, like super fucking cocky.
Alrighty.
He's
Because,
getting right up to him.
Crearyn's still adjacent now, right?
They're 10 feet away now.
Ah, crap. You just took away my sneak attack.
Yep.
Oh,
Tero, you're up.
Abe's right there.
What? Oh, wait, no, that's right. Abe's there. Never mind. You're good.
Yeah.
You moved up.
Tero, you're up.
oh, so
Okay.
it's
I
also
thought you.
stunned.
I missed,
so
that you, I missed that you moved. Oh, that's right. Duh. Stunned, too. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Alright. Gonna bonus action Hex.
Gonna hex you up.
Which disadvantage on ability checks. I realize that Hex is actually really good for rogues. Because you know what it type? Because like normally saving throws are not options you can choose. So it's like, what good is it if I make them bad at skill checks? I'm gonna pick Wisdom.
Okay.
Means that I can just mentally give people disadvantage on perception checks as a rogue.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just shadows of creepy crawlies appear all over his body, crawling all over him.
Amazing.
And yeah, Tero's going to throw another psychic dagger.
With advantage.
Still has it with advantage because it's stunned. For a wow, an 11.
To hit. Misses.
Yeah, I rolled a 5 and a 3.
Oof.
There they are. There.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
End of its turn.
Start of it. Constitution save.
Right, 'cause it's on fire.
It's on fire. 14.
17 plus 3.
Okay, so the fire dissipates.
So as it gets like shoved back, and the force of it getting shoved back from the telekinesis, the fire gets snuffed by the snow that gets like pummeled all over it.
Okay.
Oh, and it's intelligence save at the end of its turn. Oh shit! 18 minus 2, 16.
Nice, dude. Good job. -2, huh? Why?
So I believe it is no longer stunned.
No longer stunned. Abe's right next to the son of a bitch.
But that's the end of its turn. So
End of its turn.
womp womp.
Yeah. Hey, no, that's good. Lost the
Samira,
turn.
Okay. How tall is this thing?
it's considered huge, so it's between 15 to 20.
I didn't know they could stack shit that high.
Wow. Nice.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm 50
Amazing.
feet up.
That's one big pile of shit.
Caleb, please play a bard.
Yes.
All I've ever
Please.
It's all I've ever wanted to do for years.
Begging.
And why haven't you?
Next campaign, or if Scooch dies. That's it.
Backup
We're already
character,
turns
Caleb
up
plays
Scooch.
bard.
Hey, we're gonna kill off
Um,
Scooch.
No.
Just on purpose.
Play like a
Imagine.
play
I
like
think
a southern,
everybody here loves
a
Scooch. I'm
southern
gonna be
elderly Cajun bard.
I'd rather
With a Louisiana accent.
I'd rather have him like
It's not Louisiana. It's
I'd rather have him go to scurry away, and I'd play a bard. Yeah.
All right, and Samira, it's your turn. You're a little owl.
I am a little owl. How close do I have to be to annoy this thing? And perhaps grant the help action to Crearyn?
Within 5 feet.
Could I... Okay, within 5 feet?
You have to be within
I
5
can't
feet
just...
to give the help action, I believe.
Oh, of Crearyn?
Yeah.
Oh.
or just in general.
Yeah, just in general, you have to be within 5 feet of the target to give the help action.
Okay. I don't think I can get within there based on Pythagoras' theorem.
Damn, Kira.
Blame Sam.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, Sam.
Well, I'm blaming the cult of Pythagoras for this one.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Sorry, weird side note. If you ever watched the Puppet History episode on Pythagoras, bro's lifetime was wild. Anyway, he refused to eat beans.
Hey,
There's also,
and
I mean, there's also the question of how much of his life is actually real, because the Romans tried to prop him up as Greek Jesus after his death,
True.
Oh.
and they made up
Jesus.
a bunch of shit about him. Supernatural shit, like a magic golden leg.
amazing.
Yeah, he was kind of weird. He was
Ogden
weird
Boone has a
guy.
magic golden leg. Anyways, what is Samira's?
Okay, I am super not happy with the distance I am at to do anything helpful.
That's life.
Yeah. That's live. So I think I'm gonna
lot of
fly
people say.
to I think I'm gonna fly down to the ground. Is it an action to drop polymorph? Or is
No,
it a free
no,
action?
it's a free action.
Okay. I'm gonna fly down to the ground and drop polymorph. And then I don't want this thing to find me.
Why not?
But also Chaos Bolt is fun.
It is fun. And hey, you might hit Crearyn by accident. Oh no.
Hey, it's a win-win situation. Chaos Bolt, first level.
Go for it.
The 2d6 plus 2d8. Okay. It's a 2 and a 4 on the elemental damage. We're gonna do force damage. So that's gonna be 12 force damage.
12.
Oh, I
force
didn't even
damage.
roll to hit. What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Hold on. What am I doing? I didn't even roll to hit. 16 to hit.
That hits. 12 force damage.
12 force damage on this thing.
And then it immediately locks in your direction.
Oop.
Killer. Samira.
I immediately regret doing what I just did. And I'm gonna try to, like, shift behind a tree trunk
Sure.
for some cover.
Yeah, why not, right?
Abe
Yeah.
only talking to her is like, I think you just said my bacon.
If I could respond, I would.
No.
But yeah, that is going to be Samira's turn.
Answer your question, Sam. Okay. I just opened Discord. Okay. Okay.
I do still have my hood up.
You still have your hood up? What the hell?
Battle music.
Crearyn.
Okay, remind me,
No.
because my brain is mush garbage. We don't do the flanking rule.
Nope.
Got it. Cool. but Crearyn's going to try to distract a bit. So they are within. So Crearyn's 10 feet. So like I can move in these squares.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wasn't sure because the.
Oh, I should probably center this token a little bit here.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So Crearyn is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to get back on the path. They were walking. They were having a fucking walk. The spear is being dragged across the ground, and as they turn and they're going to give like a wide like whirlwind swirl.
Yeah.
And I've like played a lot of Elden Ring and I've really used the spear a lot. So it's like, whoop, and they're going to try to go for another like over the shoulder jab because they're trying to impress some people right
That's
now.
been me with the new Monster Hunter game with the new insect glaive because you can like stab it in the ground and
they completely miss or they hit the hide. It's like, ding! And as with I rolled a 9, I don't think that's going to hit.
the tail starts to like lift up over top of you. No, that doesn't hit.
Fuck it. Last spell slot. Let's do Shield of Faith on themselves.
Okay. What does that look
The
like?
plants, again, it's like from the ground. The path, kind of the earth, kind of lifts for a moment, and then it turns into this like brownish dust that kind of coalesces to the armor. And also, because I didn't describe this, Crearyn's armor, like the Lupin armor, they took some of the harnesses that they wore in their other armor and have like wrapped it, so effectively like made it where like the wolves have like these blinders on,
Cool.
with like part of the leather. So just I wanted to mention that. So their AC is now 22.
22? Sick.
Yes.
I can't wait to see that in the updated art. Black hair?
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
It'll be white. Keeping that consistent.
Anything else?
That'll be it for them.
Okay, that'll bring us to Scooch and his menage a trois.
So
Keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it
No, I
means.
know. I know.
Party of 3.
So first, Scooch is going to the hammer in 2 hands over, and then flip and go forward with his wings.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mid-air somersault.
Absolutely. So that is going to roll like this. Ooh, so close. That's a 15.
That just hits.
Ooh.
Good to know. Good to know.
So, like, it's currently looking towards, like, Crearyn, but then it gets distracted by Samira, and that's, as it's pulling its head back to gauge where Samira is, that's when the hammer, boom!
Nice.
Yeah, so it hits it probably in that cheek again, or I'm like, we're really working the cheeks on this guy.
Hell yeah.
So, and then
Gotta tenderize
hits it.
those cheeks for later.
Oh, yeah. Just...
For
So
eating.
it gives 12.
Yeah, that didn't...
plus-
Yep. Gotta tenderize those cheeks to eat them. Slap, slap.
12 plus 8. 20 damage.
Nice.
Uh,
A couple of, like, the human teeth that are in there and the dragon teeth get knocked out and shower all over Abraham.
Great. And then Penny Pup, knowing Abraham, is gonna run up next to him and go, "Penny is a good dog. Bark, bark!" And then bum, 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 bum. She's going to use my bonus action for Magical Rend, which is going to be plus 7. It's D20 plus 7. How does a 24 work?
Oh, that hits.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. And then that is D8 plus 2 damage. That's 9 damage, and then Errol is going to move to about here.
Okay.
and then Errol is gonna reach into his cauldron again, and just go scoop the.
Okay.
Cube just That is a 17.
That hits.
That
If this thing gets
is-
killed by the fucking mechanical pets, I'm gonna be so happy.
and that's 4 damage. So that
Penny
is
is
a
a very good girl.
between me and my little buddies. That's 9, 11, 31 damage.
Yeah.
So that's teeth knocking out. Penny Pup like scratching a hand as it's coming, like doing working the wrist, and then Errol again, like little knuckle ball of energy that kind of just shaky, and then hits it and just
Amazing.
kind of just as he screams, "Dumpta!"
That'll bring us back to Abe.
How's this thing looking?
Looking hurt.
Okay, just hurt, not bloodied or anything. Okay. Right. Since it has its full faculties, where's it looking?
It looks to be looking in the direction of Samira again. Let's find out, actually. Scooch.
Okay. Not any of his familiars, but Scooch?
In Scooch's direction.
Okay. Cool. Great. Grand. I am going to... I know that Penny is there to assist me. So I'm not going to move away from Penny. However... Let's see.
Do what you do. Love Penny, but she's a tool, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do another web.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. No deck save yet until it's their turn.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm doing a web.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll do. You know what? Sure. Yeah, I'll do another bonus action to give it a shove.
Alrighty.
Assert dominance.
18 plus 4. 22.
Okay. All right.
Or, sorry.
Shrugs that one
It's a
out.
strength saving throw, right?
Yeah.
18 plus 7.
Okay. Yeah.
So. Alright, Tero.
Quick question.
Yes.
So I notice I've got like there's a gap here between these trees,
Yeah.
like here to here.
Yeah.
It looks like it's basically like technically both spaces have branches in them.
Yeah.
With like, if he just like walks over onto a branch and just like does a quick like hop across, could he get from tree to tree?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So he's just gonna go. I'm gonna guess difficult terrain or no? Just with the like having to go around and like not having like flat ground to walk on. If he's having to like go branch to branch.
Do I have it in the armor that you ignore difficult terrain?
No, I don't think so. It was mostly just like because he's walking on the surface. Yeah, no, it doesn't ignore difficult terrain.
I'd say it's not difficult terrain, no.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it's like it's less because it's like difficult terrain and more just because like if he's like walking around the trunk of a tree like instead of through it, like there's just more
Nah.
steps to go through.
Nah.
But all right. Then so it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just over here, just do between the branches, and then is gonna let's see, doesn't have advantage. Yeah, is going to just toss another psychic dagger.
Go for it.
Oh no, not advantage. Wow, 11.
Ah, bummer.
Yeah. And then he's gonna bonus action hide.
Stealth check. You need to beat his 14.
All right. Oh, that's right. Disadvantage doesn't apply to passive, does it?
No.
Well, I got a 25, so
You throw it and then you disappear into the branches.
yeah.
Bringing us to Eldrick, the Dominion Stalker. Somebody roll me a d6.
I'll do it.
While he's doing that, Justin, you gotta roll a dex save.
8.
It is restrained.
So it is restrained, but it has its turn as normal. It is not berserked. But you're all lined up here pretty nicely.
Oh dear.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, why'd I come closer?
Oh, Scooch is just out of it.
Yeah.
Abe is.
Fuck.
It's Abe.
So it's going to be Tero and... No, that's stupid. Nah, never mind. Actually, yeah, the fucking pets have been walloping this fucker. So yeah, 30 foot cone. Its jaw like unhinges and then kind of splits like the predator's mouth. I was out of focus.
Okay, I don't want to be that person, but I'm going to DM to DM. If you're doing it from a point, it's one of the points on one of its like outermost squares.
You're the nicest
Oh,
person
really?
I've ever met.
Yes, it's not from the center point of the square. It's from
Thank you so
from
much.
an outer source.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, it wouldn't be from the center. Just like with our characters, it starts on the outside of our squares or one of our corners.
Excuse me, Lex. I think Justin is the DM, and I think we should.
I think we should let him measure
Justin,
from the
listen to
center
his
of the
rules.
creature.
Look, we have bully
Hey, there we
and
go.
mollywop this character
I
or this
know.
creature.
Perfect. I need everybody but Abe, Samira, and Crearyn to make. Well, hold on. First, it exhales this horrific cloud of like freezing mist and necrotic flesh. Like chunks of flesh come flying out when it exhales. And I need everyone in that cone.
How
To
high up is it? So it's like a cone?
30-foot cone, so 30 foot up.
Oh, okay. Great. That's
So-
about where I would. Anyway, great.
Constitution
perfect.
saving throw to avoid the cloud of cold and flesh.
Here, I thought you were gonna say dexterity. I was hopeful.
No.
Yeah, me too. All right, so I'm gonna start with Errol.
And then don't tell me what you... I'll ask everybody what they get, kind of together. Okay. So let's just... what Penny get? You're the first token I see.
One moment. I'm just rolling hers right now. Sorry, I did not. I need to get faster with my rolls.
It's all good.
Oof. Oh, Penny Pup. She got a 10.
A 10. So... 24 cold damage. And 9 necrotic.
Yeah, let me
33 damage total.
33 total.
33 total. Oh, Penny
Yeah.
Pup.
No!
The servos begin like spark and Penny just collapses in a heap.
Bark. Penny is a good girl.
And then, yeah, let's go Errol next.
Errol got 16.
Errol. Okay, so Errol will only take 16 total damage.
Before you even say it, here's the fun thing about Errol. As a homunculus servant, Errol has evasion. So instead of taking half
9!
damage, so he's
Amazing.
gonna go. "Wee-ow!"
Alright, Tero, you're next.
Wait, but wasn't it? It was a con save, not a dex save.
Oh, yeah, it's con,
Oh
so
yeah, con save.
he
I
takes...
didn't know the difference.
Yeah,
Evasion's
It's
only on
dex
dex saves.
so what did I
I
say?
think Caleb's next character should be a rogue.
So, Errol takes 16 damage. Total.
I'm gonna figure out what his total health was, and then I'm gonna let you know what he did.
Perfect.
I don't-
Tero, what'd you get?
2.
You take...
Oh.
So you might be a little okay here.
33.
No, hold on. You definitely take 24 cold damage.
Ooh. Alright.
Are you resistant to necrotic?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So you take 4 necrotic instead of 9.
Good, because otherwise that would have knocked me out from full health.
And then you would have
Tero's
taken
at
a death
3
save
hit
falling
points.
out of the tree.
Yep, Tero's at 3 hit points. 3.
And then Scooch, what'd you get on yours?
I got 15 total.
15.
So I'm
So
taking half.
you take 13 total.
Okay, so Errol's total hit points.
Or 16 total.
Sorry, I take 16. Got it. Thank you. 16. Woof. That's a mighty hit. So Errol got his total health 18. His 18 is total health. So he's down to 2.
Arrow's still up. Amazing. Tero,
Oh,
Yeah.
you failed by 5 or more.
Oh, yeah.
You are now covered in necrotic frostbite.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
What's that mean?
sorry, I wouldn't take 16 because I would take. I'm resistant to cold damage.
So 8.
All right, so you'd have the 24 to 12.
So I'm going to add 4 health back. Okay, great.
Tero, when you are affected with necrotic frostbite, you move at half speed until you receive magical healing or succeed on a Constitution save at the end of your turn. DC 12.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
currently half speed because you are covered in frostbite.
Alright.
It's like immediately blackening frostbite too. There's no stages to it. It's just amazing. Let's see if that recharges. It doesn't.
It's restrained.
And is also restrained. Crearyn.
It's Samira's turn.
Yeah, whatever. Samira.
Hey.
She's dead anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm nowhere near this thing. I'm probably dead in a ditch for all you guys know.
I mean, dead again, right?
Dead.
Yeah.
Poor Penny Pup.
Hey Garrett, out of character, how attached are you to this web being here?
I mean, everybody has advantage on attacks against this thing right now because it's restrained.
But I
So,
know Web
that's
has
pretty nice.
But I know Web has a stipulation when it comes to fire hitting it.
Does
Only if
Samira
it
know
fits
that?
It, only if it hits it.
Samira
yeah,
doesn't know that.
I don't know. Samir doesn't know that. I just wanted to.
Yeah.
Her
Okay.
magic is very.
It's-
I wanted
it's
to
if
get
you- it's if
Garrett
you-
out of character for this.
It's if you target the webs.
Yeah, you have to
It's
target
only if you
Yes.
target
Oh,
the
okay.
webs.
Only if you target.
If it's
Okay,
like an
thank
AOE,
you.
if it's an AOE thing, then yes.
Okay. Then I will not do that. Glad for the clarification.
You can,
Old,
you
reliable.
can destroy him if you want. I'm cool with it. You know, do what makes you happy.
Depends on what Chaos Bolt does this round.
Hey.
Hey, you know.
120 foot range. I'm comfy from where I am. Do I still get advantage on? Would I get advantage on him?
Yeah, because it's
If
restrained.
it's a roll to attack, then you do have advantage.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
restrained.
I am going to do another first level Chaos Bolt then.
And you're gonna get cold.
That is a 23 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay.
Fun fact: when it's restrained by webs, its AC goes up by a lot
Oh.
Oh, fun fact,
Pivotal.
you say?
because it's now
Fun
considered.
fact.
It's got almost full cover.
So, yeah, it's now a structure.
That is shit damage. Can I do anything?
No,
Really?
no.
The area
Look
is
at-
lightly obscured.
That's true. Okay, I'm going to have it do. It's gonna do 3 plus 8 is 11. I'm going to, because it landed on poison or cold, I'm going to use a sorcery point to transmute that damage into thunder damage.
Okay.
So it's gonna do 11 thunder damage.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Just to try to get it.
Anyone
to...
within 5 feet of that thing just gets like a ringing in their ears from this, just thunderclap. Just. So Abraham, Penny, and Crearyn
Sorry.
just ringing.
The The idea that like Thunderwave, when it says in the spells, like can be heard clearly from 300 feet away. I'm just like, that's not that far away,
No.
actually. Like,
You
a
hear
lightning
thunder, you hear
ball
thunder
field.
from miles
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can hear a loud voice from 300 feet away.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that's just like, boom.
Football field, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything? So yeah, you hit with your Chaos Bolt. Anything else?
I think that's going to be all. I'm going to keep my my cover. What would that be behind the tree? Would that be half cover or like full cover?
What do you mean?
Because I'm currently like trying to hide behind a tree
If you're
trunk.
hiding behind a tree trunk, are you on the ground or
I'm
in
not
the
trying-
sky?
I'm back on the ground and
So
I'm trying
if
to just
if
take
you're hiding behind
cover
a,
behind
if
a tree
you're hiding
trunk.
behind a tree, it's full cover.
Okay, great. So yeah, I'm just seeking full cover behind a tree.
If you're like
trunk
up
from
in
this
the
thing
branches and hiding in the branches, that's definitely not full cover.
Yeah, no, I'm on the ground at the base of a trunk. So just taking pot shots at this thing at this point,
Cool.
and then turning back behind the tree.
Everyone's favorite new character, Crearyn.
All right. Crearyn's going to
It's restrained.
5. They're gonna be running around the web, so it could take attack of opportunity.
You're not out of its. Okay, now it's gonna.
Okay, yeah.
As you're running away,
Disadvantage because restrained.
the tail's
but,
gonna come
yeah.
swinging at you.
Disadvantage, but yeah.
Sure, shield is up.
With disadvantage, I rolled a natural 20 and a 15 plus 6. So 21.
21?
Misses.
What?
Cracks
Misses?
against the
Shield
yeah,
of
because I have a
Faith.
22 with Shield of Faith. It
Oh
cracks
my
against
God.
the shield. You see
Gross.
Crearyn kind of disappear for a moment as they've lowered themselves. So they went
For fun. You know what? For fun because of that. And because of the immense force this thing is using with its tail,
Sure.
I will allow it, if you want, it to push you like 15 feet without using any of your movement.
Sure. Where's it pushing me?
With the direction you're going, probably.
Okay, so Crearyn has shifted around
Just
because
the
they're
force
running
of you
around the
blocking
web.
with the shield. It's like
It's gonna sweep behind Crearyn's ass, and they're gonna jump up. They're actually gonna just disappear. Gonna jump up, use the shield to
oh, Captain America
Yeah.
style.
get thrown backwards, but forwards in the direction. So 5, 10, 15. Gonna get about right here with the others.
So you all see that.
It's
Just this
gonna-
massive boom hit. Crearyn uses it to their advantage, flies through the air, and lands.
And continues
Hell yeah.
running. And there's going to be a. Does anybody understand Sylvan? Okay.
Yes.
Fuck, of course. Well, Tero, it's coming for you, so it's good. You'll hear a song, like the beginning of a ballad, though I'm not going to sing it. Effectively, it's
Just
Sing
Where
it,
are
coward.
you?
where are you?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the ballad, but it's effectively it's it's the beginnings of talking about the Queen of the Unseelie, asking for a little bit of divine favor as she throws her hand up, and actually she doesn't need to. She's going to sing it, and you're going to feel because I have my magic initiate. You're going to heal. Not bad. 9 hit points.
Ooh, thank you.
And as that healing kind of lifts from their lips, they're going to grab a little bit of the shadow of the tree. That's going to begin to spark as she utters another word, or as they utter another word. And you watch as a mote of divine energy. They catch it, and they're going to do holy word, which it's like a
Word.
Advantage. Let me just roll that again. It is a cantrip, and it is essentially like a divine fastball, if you will. So with advantage at a 21 to hit,
that hits for sure.
4 poop damage, 2 radiant,
Perfect.
and oh god, where was I? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I was there. So 5, 10, 15, 20. They got knocked 15 feet to here. 25. Oh, that's perfect. Actually, put me right where I wanted to be. So yeah, that'll be my turn.
Are there any bonuses to Holy Word? Like effects?
If it's dead or unfiend, if it's undead, if it's undead or it's fiend or fey, its speed is reduced and it can't take reactions. So it's like a divine shocking grasp to like the faithless. I took it because it went with their one of their channel divinities, which is Turn the Faithless, which
It's fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
But that's it for me.
All right, that'll bring us to Scooch and the robot.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Now, Steel Defender has a thing called Repair. You can use it 3 times a day, and it restores 2d8 plus proficiency bonus on itself or a construct within 5 feet. Can it still use that?
Not if it's destroyed and incapacitated.
Great. Question 2.
Yep.
I can channel a spell through Homunculus.
Yep.
Now, I just have to get within touch range. I was going to channel a cantrip. Oh, I guess that'd take a minute, wouldn't it? If it was bending.
Yeah.
This is too much fuckery and not worth our time. I'm gonna throw a hammer.
Go for it.
Beat its cheeks. I mean,
Yeah. Smack its cheeks. Eat that cake.
Smack that ass.
Here comes a cheek smack. All right, so that's a flirty 20.
That hits, obviously, as you throw the hammer.
So that's 8 plus.
This thing's looking real bad.
Plus 7, so 15
Okay.
to hit that same.
Another lightning strike. The hammer.
It's called like the orbital bone. The
Oh, yeah.
no. Yeah, one of those. Right there. It's
You
on that
hit the
same
orbital
side
bone so
working.
hard, and its hit points are getting so low, you actually shatter the socket, and one of the eyes like falls out and is drooping by the optic nerve, and like the optic nerve is so long it's actually like brushing up against the top of Abraham's head, just the eyeball.
Then bonus action is going to be aiming for that cord and firing
Yeah, go for it.
the optic nerve.
With advantage.
Because it is restrained.
Oh, should the I'm just gonna roll the
Just to see if it was a crit.
yeah, just to see if it was a
Okay.
critical. I didn't. It was not a critical.
Okay.
All right, bonus. Just to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do I know? I'm just a baby. No, 19.
I'm just a little guy.
So no, actually, it was 27. So hits, and then
Yeah, definitely.
Demage is that's a 12. So that was a total of I don't remember what I got with the other one.
A lot.
That's a lot of damn.
You sever the optic nerve with the crossbow bolt,
27.
and the eyeball fully descends and just hits Abraham on top of the head.
Oh,
Kind of rolls off into the snow.
fuck me. What?
It's like it's the size of like I say it's like probably 5 feet diameter. The eyeball.
Oh, it's a big ball.
It's just big. It's like swollen and distended and gross.
So then Errol is going to move.
Please no.
do it. Fuck it up.
He's gonna move.
I'm gonna be
to
so upset.
here. He's gonna eat. Knuckleball.
Yeah, go for it.
Coming.
With advantage because it's restrained.
Oh shit! I forgot. All right. We'll just roll 2 of these. Advantages. +7, so that is 19 to hit. No, that is yes.
Yeah, that
19.
hits.
Why is it +1? That's weird. All right. Oh, it rolled 2, so it was just 12. So yeah, 12 plus. So 19.
Yep.
Yes, and now I'm gonna do damage, which is 4 plus 2. Max damage, 6 damage.
How do you want to do this with Errol?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great. Then yeah, just
Vengeance for his sister.
as you just as it's like probably freaking out because it hears something coming towards it, looks in, and then it goes inside the open hole that is on the eye that had fallen out.
Yeah.
A little in the same kind of ways that you had seen it make impact on the outside of its skin, and that you see it go in with like a squelch, but you don't hear. Yeah, you see on the side of the
temple?
where like the temple. Yeah, you just see it distend a little bit, and then
Gross.
it kind of gives up the ghost, like just like a not too flashy, but very
Effective.
And it just and then it just slumps over into the snow, unmoving.
yeah.
Nice, Scooch. Oh man, that was a good one.
No, man, you gotta thank Arrow, man.
Let's look at everyone's passive perception. Tero, you have
Nice.
the highest passive perception at 13.
Hi. Great.
Oh my god.
No.
Make another Constitution saving throw, Tero.
That's fantastic.
Well, they got healed.
Oh, I did get
healed.
healed.
Oh
That's
yeah, so
right.
you're no longer covered in.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Cool. Good, because I got a 9.
Actually, Errol has the highest at 14.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow. That
Time
must
to
be
murder
nice.
the homunculus.
As
If
this
only I
thing
could
kind
still be
of.
in my owl form, I
as
would
this-
have a 14 passive.
Oh. As this thing drops to the ground,
Yeah, what's up?
the body
Abraham
begins
kicks
to
it.
like twitch violently and like decompose rapidly and bubble and boil, and then it explodes in a bright flash of white light. Somebody roll.
Oh,
a D6.
not again.
Somebody roll a d6.
I'll roll it.
As it does a dragon death throw.
Oh,
Fuck.
dear.
3.
3.
As the body.
Did I just kill Crearyn? Oh no.
So the options are: it uses one of its lair actions, which it doesn't have right now. It uses its breath weapon one last time, which would have been hell yeah. You roll on the
Hell
wild magic
yeah.
surge,
Yeah,
it
do it.
explodes, or it gives everybody a long rest once the surge of life energy erupts from it. This one, as the light flashes, it begins to bubble and boil and like melt. It transforms into solid ice, forever anchored here in the forest as a grave marker.
Should we mark this on our map?
Well, I mean, yeah, let's plant a flag. Eat it. You know, the oppressor of Hrunga.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
There's
sure
no
that
doubt.
was the Burgomaster.
yeah. The
Burgomaster?
one that was killing all them folks, though, the
Turn
What
them
you
to
call it?
wax.
serial killer. Replacing people with wax.
Oh, I just didn't recognize who they were under all the filth and disgust and transformation, but
Yeah, it's in
glad
the
someone
arts.
recognized it.
What do you
Yeah.
what do you guys added to the 2 on the map as your marker?
Oh, what are we calling this place?
Yeah.
Dumbshit's Respite.
Okay.
Tero, you
Dumb
look,
shit's respite.
you still look a bit. Can I check it? And she's gonna reach her hand up.
Is that to Tero?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm very cold. By the way, I don't think we've properly met.
No, I think you were a bit out of it. Crearyn,
Tero, very nice to meet you.
and they're gonna take their thumb and rub it across like some of the frostbite on the face, and they're gonna do a lay on hands,
Okay.
and you'll heal 10.
10?
Yeah.
Why, thank you. There's a moment on Tero's face where there's just like it's almost like you can just hear an audible click as a decision is made in this point, in this moment.
Oh,
And to answer your question, BB, yes, that could have been exactly what have happened to you had I landed that strike.
Right, yeah. I mean, I think I would have made through it. It didn't look like that much damage. Nah.
Right.
Good hit. Good hit.
Good web. Really stuck it to him.
Honestly, that was a lot that you did there. I like that move that you did when it did with the shield and the tail. Man,
You see Crearyn's kind of holding their arm like slack with the shield. there clearly has been some like repercussion of just taking a
definitely
massive
dislocated
smash
their shoulder.
or something. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know what you were thinking, but that was mental and it worked. That was amazing.
I appreciate it. I think Blanche, is it? Very, very impressive. Did some real
What?
work.
as he has a pulling up ahead of Penny and he's already like banging on it to like get
Do you
it.
need some help?
Oh no, man! You just gotta sift through the pieces here as he's chipping away at a piece of ice to try and get pieces of Penny out. Like there's maybe some that are just stuck under. You just chisel the ice. No, you just gotta, you gotta get to the ice, through there. Hey, Arrow, come on over here. Help me dig him out.
And you hear an audible like pop as Crearyn goes up to a tree and just shoves their arm, uses the tree as leverage to relocate their shoulder. Yeah.
Back in.
Tero, the
Yeah.
tree that Crearyn is like adjusting themselves on, you briefly see a proboscis drip down below the canopy and then go back up.
No. But I mean, unfortunately, yes. Well, I'm very sorry. It doesn't look like it left food.
What? Samira?
Yeah.
I think Crearyn's a bit harder than what we thought initially.
Thought you said hotter.
Harder. They're not some soft one.
I mean, I was in the air, but did you see what they fucking did to that thing?
Yeah, that was, like I said, mental.
It's fucking crazy. I can't believe I tried to punch them in the back of the head.
Right, I can't believe
Listen.
I can't believe I blocked anything that they threw at me.
Crearyn's going to go over to Blanche and kind of kneel down, stab the spear into the ground, and is going to begin to call it like going to provide assistance in mending because they have mending as well.
Okay.
So I don't know what that does, but
I was looking for how much mending can heal.
I think it says in the
2d6.
But if you do each person, if we're each doing
but
it,
I think it's
so
different.
it can,
I think it's different if it's destroyed.
Oh, do I just have to craft a whole new?
If it's destroyed, you have to do the thing.
The rest during a rest.
Crearyn's going to take some of the gear, like their armor, their old armor, and I mean, if you need metal or anything, you could use some of this.
Oh, well, dang, that's real.
If the mending spell is cast on it, regains 2d6 hit points. If it has died within the last hour, you can use your smith's tools as an action to revive it, provided you are within 5 feet and you expend a spell slot of first level or higher.
Oh!
The Steel Defender returns
Nice.
to life after 1 minute with all of its hit points restored. So it has to be within the hour. It has to be within 5 feet. You have to use a spell slot of first level or higher, and it takes a minute. So it'll take you a minute to basically restore Penny in this scenario.
At full health?
Yeah, but you have to use a first level spell slot or higher to do so.
Done deal. Use
Can you do mending on Earl?
That's what I was looking at too. Homunculus. I'm looking at how to heal a homunculus.
Yeah, you can do
'Cause it's
2d. It's
construct, if I'm not
2d6 as well.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. No. Give me a second. Oh, sorry. Because that's just a. Because there's I could do 2d8 plus my proficiency bonus. Sorry. Plus my proficiency bonus.
If
to use hair from from a Steel Defender can repair arrow.
Yeah, the Steel Defender can repair arrow because of the ability that they have.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But the homunculus also regains 2d6 hit points if you use mending on it.
Yeah.
If you or the homunculus dies, it vanishes, leaving its heart in its space.
Okay, well, Crearyn will cast Mending on Earl.
All right.
2d6 to Earl.
Errol.
I said Earl.
I'll roll it. 2d6.
Earl works.
9.
Hey!
That puts him up to 11 of 17.
So yeah, you
And then
take a minute.
I'd probably cast Mending too.
Okay, cool.
So just-
So you take the minute, you both heal Errol. Penny
Thank you.
is also restored back to working order.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what her health is. 5 times your Artificer level. That's 20 plus Intelligence modifier 5, 7. Oh, so 27. She's 27.
Yeah, and it'll say on your class features how many hit points Penny has. Yeah.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, where you can keep track of it there too. Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Oh man, everybody's back in fighting shape. Except for me.
I think you can also add her to your extras under creatures.
Yeah, you might be able to add a
That'll
homunculus
still
servant
defender.
to it too. Yeah, to track too
That'd be a lot easier, yeah.
for Errol.
And for Scooch, Crearyn will go ahead and just give you 5 healing as they pat you on the back. Right, all your gadgets are back in order.
Well, yeah. No, this is Errol, and this is Errol Mark 1. This is Penny Pup. I don't know. We're calling this new hybrid. You didn't do too much tinkering, but I think we're a little sleeker now. I think we're good to call this one Mark 4.
Oh,
Days in
iteration?
between.
Yeah, so you actually see. So she still has the mohawk, but she's got like stuff is coming in a little tighter. She's a little more like greyhound than before.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so your handle's Crearyn?
You can call me Sculptor.
Great.
Oh,
One
did you
sec.
not? I don't think if you were paying much attention, but I can. And they're going to run their hand over their face, and as they do, it kind of melts, and you see like these. She's not going to do it. She's not going to piss off anybody in the group. You see instead these
Samaji.
wrinkles. No. Well, no. The wrinkles of like an old forehead as like the bust of like an old weathered woman of who Crearyn was imitating when first meeting the group. Just a reminder of what
Your
what I
face
can
turns
do.
into an old woman's bust.
Yeah, like the top part.
No, like,
Boobs.
yeah,
It's just boobs. Old lady boobs.
Happening to
Old
me.
lady boobs.
Look what I can do.
Do your boobs hang low? Do they level
I
to
can
and
become
pro?
boobs. that is Crearyn's
The best
abilities.
power ever.
And then they'll just kind of like
That's the
almost
female
like they wipe.
representation on the show.
Yeah, and they're gonna wipe away the visage, almost like they're throwing it away, and it just kind of dissipates, and they're pale gray, white eyes, white hair, asymmetrical kind of cut is there.
Well, dang.
Yeah.
I just do this, and then he puts the mask down, the welder's mask down, welder's mask back up, welder's
Whoa.
mask back down, welder's mask back up.
Can't even recognize you under that thing. We couldn't even realize that you have such a distraction.
Yeah, I can't listen. It may be the tone, and I understand. But
Right.
I don't know if you're legitimately impressed, which would be weird, or if you're just funning, which would be
A little
fine.
bit of both.
Okay. No wrong answers. That's all I'm
Never.
saying.
Of course
No wrong
not.
answers.
No. Only slight. Never mind.
You got a rib. You got a rib. You gotta keep it light. That's what I say. Keep it light.
So you're about 5 hours outside of Forodorn. It's 8 o'clock at night. You do have travel exhaustion. So what is the plan?
oh, yo.
Let's
Man,
make the
it is
cart
so-
into a
What?
structure. Like, we can make the cart into like a
Oh yeah,
turn it into
Yeah.
like kind of structure for a shelter for tonight.
let's do it. I'm so glad that we're done with this dumb shit. You know?
What dumb shit?
This one. And he points to the big ice thing.
Just a frozen face.
This is the gutter that was ultimately responsible for Sumaji.
Oh. It's kind of worrisome that this is the effects of only, what, a short few days have gone by, and that body was completely changed into this.
Yeah, well, something's up with the blood.
Yeah, there's a long look towards Samira's direction.
I think whenever there's blood
Yeah, 2
involved,
days.
there's something weird, something wrong.
3 days.
Samira, you don't feel anything bubbling and boiling under your skin, do you?
Do I, DM?
Make a perception check. Add your constitution, and then add your constitution modifier.
Okay, so perception with con instead
Yeah.
of...
No, like roll
With-
perception, but then add your constitution to the total.
Gotcha. Okay, so that'll be +1. 6 total.
You feel the same as you always do.
Yeah. I think I'm just like have my back turned to everyone. I'm just staring at this thing, this abomination,
Yeah.
and I'm like, just like, I feel there's something there, but I can't like catch it or something. Like the lingerings of the mental connection probably or something. So I'm just like kind of lost, like looking at its eyes that are dead. Huh? What? You talking to me?
Oh, nothing. You seem fine.
Uh-huh.
There's a long 50-yard stare just past Samira's shoulders toward the creature. All right, y'all said make camp, and Crearyn is going to take their 2-person tent, and whoever's kind of situating the cart is going to assist on creating like a little bit more of a covered space.
Okay.
I mean, we can. I mean, it's not like I'm super into it or anything, and feel free to veto this, but we can. As a huge dude, we can use to cover some of the block, some of the wind here, and then start like building it.
Maybe not near its face. I think that would be a better idea to do.
Sleeping with this big face, just like staring at you all night.
But I agree. Use what we have at our advantage.
Covers the blanket. So you're gonna make a shelter out of the wagon, the big old ice sculpture, and then some blankets. And then
And
tent?
then the 2-person tent, yeah.
Cool.
But as I mean, what you think the reason is for this thing getting all chrysalis-ski, you know, like frozen over? You think it's just storing it for later, like some type of future battle? I mean, because we aren't picking through that.
What do you mean?
No,
I'm confused about your question.
I don't know. Reason, right? Like, why does it freeze itself in its death throes?
The land
Is it
here is
Type of preserving, or what?
It feels like a weird question, just because I mean, like what?
I will
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it's like just for like some added like context. It is now just purely made of ice. It is not. There's no flesh underneath anymore.
like an ice sculpture.
It turned into an ice sculpture. Yeah.
Maybe that was the. I mean, maybe it had two things: either it kills us, or it died and it becomes this. Maybe that was just the limit of what the Rime King needed it for.
So you think it's dead?
Oh yeah.
I think so. Yes.
Right, great. And he gets up on there and then just fucking carves in like dumb shit, like right on his forehead.
Perfect.
Right.
He
Covered
pulls
in
out his
dicks.
dagger and it's just like,
Yeah, just a bunch of dicks pointed toward his mouth.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. By all respects, technically, this individual is partially responsible for Samaji's death.
How's
I know.
everybody feeling?
Well, I don't mean to be indelicate, but I'm gonna see if I can write my whole name. And then he walks over to the other side of the thing, and you hear a zip. Just
Pisses
hearing-
on it.
start hearing liquid hit snow. Yeah, I got the whole thing in cursive, underlined it twice.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling really nice about this one.
I think Samira sees, like, I think she's just trying to figure out what's going on with this thing in her head. She's, like, kind of smiling at what the guys are doing. And then
You can
just
go
goes
with
to
boys.
sit
We're the
down.
boys.
Yeah, what the boys are doing. And then I think she goes to sit and stand next to Tero, like, kind of distance herself from whatever this thing was.
Okay.
Hello.
How you doing, Tero?
Oh, quite well. Less freezing and dying.
Yeah. Tell me how that feels.
Cold and moderately unpleasant.
Yeah. About sums it up.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Crearyn?
Oh, they're wonderful.
You like them?
Mm-hmm.
Are you adding them to your friend list?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Oh, yes. Would murder for.
Would murder for them? Okay.
Granted, that's not a
especially-
very high bar for me, but you get the
It's-
picture. It's the
Yeah,
thought that
but, like,
counts.
it's true. It's... And, like, if you're willing to, kill somebody for them, it means they got something going for them. At least.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're not on your kill list, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, no.
Yeah. What does someone have to do to get on your kill list?
Oh, well, that's a difficult question because it's so case by case. I mean, it could be something as heinous as attempting to kill one of my friends. It could be something as simple as cutting in front of me in line at the store.
Alright, got a wide range of options.
One
Good to
time,
know.
someone just sneezed in a way I thought was annoying, and I followed them home and cut out their entrails.
Alright. I think I got an idea. And I'm just gonna, like, kind of watch Crearyn as they're doing their thing for the next couple minutes.
Okay. Crearyn, what are you doing for the next couple minutes?
While the others are pissing and carving on the statue, Crearyn's gonna be pulling over the cart, dragging it over.
Doing all the work.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I'll go over and help Crearyn.
Okay.
Grabbing
For
the
my
cart.
own goodwill.
Shifting it over.
Penny Pup would be helping move stuff.
Okay, cool.
Need you to pull that taunt. All right, good girl. Lifting the cart over so it's sideways. When Samira comes,
You want some help over here?
Also, if there's anything like Errol can hold the top of a tent.
Yeah.
They're
I think
very.
we have. I think we have it, but I mean, sure, if you want to clear out some of the ground or pack the snow.
Sure, yeah. And I'll start melting with firebolt and then freezing with shape water to kind of get a solid surface.
Melting with firebolt, so
Yeah, just like concentrated blast on the ground.
perfect.
Crearyn's going to actually take the wheels because we're not going to be able to use this thing, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Going to take the wheels off and is going to break that up to create some firewood.
Perfect.
Just going to busy themselves.
If anybody needs a short rest, you can take one.
Oh, quite badly.
Hell, yeah. Actually,
I don't think I
have
get anything back from a short rest, but I will
Either.
take one anyway.
I'll use my channel divinity to harness divine power and get a spell slot back.
Cool. Anything else for this evening for everyone?
Oh wait, I get my channel divinity once per moment. Okay, so I'll do it at the beginning of my rest, and then I'll get my sacred oath back. Cool. Okay, I'll do that. That's it for me.
Garrett, if you're
while
talking,
we're-
you're muted.
This is just a bit paranoid, but I'm gonna use the pearl, the wolf moon necklace.
Yeah, pearl
to
power.
get a second level spell slot back.
Okay. Yeah, anything else for this evening?
I wanted to have a little chat with Crearyn.
Yeah,
While we're-
we'll go with that chat, and then we'll go to break, and then we'll come back after the long rest has ended.
So I imagine I'm like on the ground, just melting and freezing water.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about the last couple days.
Okay. Be more specific, please.
You know, the way I talked to you and teamed up with Abe behind your back. You caught me at a bad time, and I don't want to make it an excuse. But maybe I let my feelings and my bitterness over Sumaji's death conflict with how I should have treated you. And I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. I don't want to be too cross about things, but since we're speaking so frankly and the others aren't, I'm gonna give like a look around, paying too much mind.
Yeah, this
We're
like
having
this
a
would be like
literal
the time where
pissing contest.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is like around the time
Yeah.
where everyone's pissing on it, carving their face onto it.
Mm-hmm.
Tero's just being Tero. um,
Talking to the trees.
my skills and what I can do are vast to a certain degree. You haven't been able to, or you never got the chance, from my understanding, to maybe speak words you wish at least a face to see. If there's ever a time you were missing anyone, one more specific. I know his face. The option is there.
That just seems weird.
For some
I don't-
people, it's therapeutic.
I mean,
I don't speak back because I don't change my voice in that way. I mean, I could.
Yeah, no. I feel like if I wanted to see him, I'd want to, like, hear his words of wisdom or something. You know, always had something wise and snarky to say.
That I don't think I could emulate.
Nah.
Sometimes it helps.
You do remind me of someone, though. Friend I used to have.
Funny.
They were a lot
Good.
like you.
I'm not going to ask more specific because I feel like I'll be offended, so I'll leave it alone.
Why would you be offended by me having a friend that reminds me of them?
First impressions lead me to believe that whatever impression I've made upon you, that person holds a similar standard.
No.
Oh.
I hold her much highly than I hold you right now.
Hey, honesty is key now. Maybe just view me as your friend.
I hope we can get to that point.
What did they say? Fake it till you make it? Maybe you can think it, you can be it.
Do you used to say the same thing?
Maybe they are wise. Maybe it is a good comparison. I'm more concerned about you, though.
You know, since we're on the track to opening up, what do you want to know?
Not much. I'm learning so much already about you and the others. Maybe we should figure out a way on how to potentially create a dead spot for you. Pardon my words. You have this connection that is tied to this blood, whatever is associated with, and they're going to gesture to the scales. Maybe we can work out a way or find a means of hiding you. Magic is abundant to a certain degree.
Maybe your patroness knows has a couple of ideas.
I wouldn't suggest asking a bunch of favors from her. What we do now is plenty enough. There's other means of finding ways of eluding. If I'm being quite honest, maybe you leaving as suddenly as you did with the brother, the other protector, the guardian. Maybe we could have asked a bit of advice. I don't blame you for being upset. But now it's going to be an interesting task, don't you think? Unless you like being connected.
At the moment, it doesn't have very many perks. As we saw today.
Seems like you're destined for something more in the eyes of the Rime King. Whether that's more is what you want it to be. How close do you feel to him? Can you focus on it?
I'm gonna try to focus on the connection out of my own stupid curiosity.
You're gonna like attempt to focus on it?
Uh-huh.
And in Draconic, Crearyns in this like deep rumble voice, they're gonna say, like a compass, find true north.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a perception check for you, so you don't know the result.
Oh no. Who?
Okay. You focus on this connection.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel something in your chest you haven't felt in a long time. The beating of a heart. Do you continue to focus?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Crearyn sees me like clutch my chest and like take a deep breath and I try to hone in.
You fall backwards into the snow and begin to have a fit. For you, Samira, you're floating in liquid. And you kind of, it's like you're waking up from a dream. You're groggy. You wake up and you're like, yeah, you're floating in liquid, but you're upright. You reach out and you're touching glass all around you. All around. Every direction. Up, down, around. You're in like a tank. You're floating. Bare as the day you were born. And as you look out from the tank, you can see other tanks. Many more. Countless. Stretching down a long corridor. And in the tank across from you, you see Samaji, also floating, unconscious, lifeless, suspended in the same liquid. You look to your left, and floating beside you in another tank is you. Another you. But not perfect. Not a failure, almost. Mutated in places. And then when you focus on the Samaji across from you, there too aren't perfect in some ways. There's some mutations in some places. Scales sticking out of places where they shouldn't be. You look down at the you in the tank. No scales on the limbs. No scales on the face. Where you stand in the world, you have scales on your face. This you in the tank doesn't. But just floats there, suspended, and this entire corridor just appears to be versions of Samaji, failed experiments to try to make something, failed experiments of you trying to make something. And there's an individual in the corridor. This sort of tall, female, lithe, white dragonborn in metal armor, long flowing fur cloak. Oh, this one's awake. We can't have that. And they tap on the glass. And it falls asleep. And you come back to your body in the snow, no longer having a fit.
What in the nine hells was that?
You alright?
No, I'm not fucking alright.
Yeah, you didn't look alright. Did you see something?
Yeah. I saw a lot of things.
Maybe take a moment.
Yeah.
Start the
Yeah.
fire. Get yourself warm.
She takes a couple of deep breaths and then returns to not breathing anymore.
Okay. I will say
And
the
then-
dragon person looked very similar to the kind of form that Samaji would take. But this was a female.
Okay. Yeah, I just go sit by the fire and try to get the image out of my head.
Okay. It's easy to do. Once you start focusing on the connection, the heartbeat stops. And you kind of relax a little bit. But there is there's still like a remnant of that connection that you opened up that you will no longer be able to suppress because you have opened yourself up to it. And it's almost like it's acting like a compass. Like it's pointing you in a direction. And that direction points towards Keltorak Manor to the northeast.
Okay.
Oh.
Where that little note of paper that Abraham found at the campsite earlier today said, Brain, Visions, Keltorak Manor, Vanguard Headquarters.
Okay.
And that's where we're going to go to break. We'll be back here in 10 minutes. Everyone will get a long rest. And we'll go from there. So yeah, see you all back here very soon. Bye!
What
Crearyn, you have just seen by yourself a brief sort of, for you it's probably like a split second kind of collapse and shake before, Samira, you return to your body, having just seen what you saw at the wherever you saw it, and you feel this pull leading you to the northwest.
I'm
Northeast.
definitely. I think I'm gonna keep that to myself for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crearyn briefly saw you like fall into the snow and like twitch for like a second or two, and then get back up.
Is it like a one-way receptor? Is it? Are you not meant to do that?
I don't think I'm supposed to do that. No.
You get a sense it's a lot like a door. Once you open it, it can be entered from both sides.
Kind of like. There used to be a wall there, more of a window that was locked from my side. And now I've like busted open the door and broken the lock.
Meaning, care to explain?
I might have made it easier for them to find me. And by extension, us.
I just realized you fucking did something to me now that I have to think about on the fly. Continue.
Oh.
Okay, great. So what I addressed earlier is even more President.
You encouraged me might have made it worse. Well, like, I don't think you encouraged, but like,
I made a suggestion. I didn't know how far you were going to go. You, at one point, grabbed your chest, and I was like, oh, here we are, good point. And then you, from that point, what happened?
I was like floating in a glass tube.
Metaphorically?
No, literally. And there were like at least a dozen more me's. And then like across a hallway, I could see Sumaji and like a bunch of hymns. And then there was this person, this dragonborn, who looked a lot like G when he was, you know, like scaled out.
Okay.
And I think maybe she was like a curator or a scientist or whatever. And she saw that I was awake, I guess. And then that was it.
All right. I'm not a dream interpreter or a vision interpreter, so I don't know where to start on that.
I don't think it was a dream. I think it was real.
That's unsettling.
The unsettling part is I can't tell if it's in the past, like it was a memory, or if it was happening now.
Guess just wait to be seen.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know until we know.
Right, yes, of course.
Yeah, we don't know until we know.
Alright, well, I'm gonna finish setting this up. You just do whatever you're doing and lay there. Alright. Let me get up. Earl, I need you to hold this. Thank you.
Alright. Eventually, shelter is made. defacements are made to the now ice sculpture, coated in piss and carvings.
Place a metaphorical mural and infuse minor illusion into it.
Okay.
And it will be a short telling of the battle and the people's deeds, the individuals' deeds within the battle.
Cool. All right.
With our nicknames.
Yes.
Does this spell make sound or no?
Minor illusion does.
Okay,
If
cool.
you create a sound, its one can range from a whisper to a scream.
All right, cool.
It can be your voice or someone else's voice.
Okay, cool. You make this carved into the ice sculpture. You all do your own little things. Eventually, sleep takes you all, and you all gain the benefits of a long rest.
So,
The triggering for that spell is if someone touches the ice.
Perfect. But yes, a new day. 12 days total of this campaign have transpired. This is the start of the 12th day. So we're already making way better progress than last campaign. But yes, 12 days. And you all awaken in this makeshift campsite just off the side of the road where this massive Burgomaster dragon thingy has been slain and reduced to this sculpture. The day is yours.
to Forodorn?
Yeah,
Connect with our handler at some point.
yeah, that's right. Going to Forodorn. And hopefully we'll meet with, Wormwood.
All
Right.
right.
But if not, it's just dropping off our information with the, barkeep.
And then what?
Well, and then we've done our bit, and I think the next thing that we can investigate with, with the knowledge we have, is what's going on with that Cal Torak Manor. There's a lot of stuff heading back in that direction.
Am I still getting?
Something about the brain.
Am I still feeling drawn in that direction after the long rest?
No. It looks like whatever connection you made faded during the night.
Okay.
Like it's not a constant, persistent ping, 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 ping.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good. Gotcha.
And honestly, I mean, if it's a brain, that has me a bit interested. For reasons.
All right. So once we leave Forodorn, let's get to walking. They're gonna gather up their belongings,
Okay.
the tent.
It's
like
about a
hanging
5-hour
them down.
trek, so.
So once we finish up, we provide the information there. Then we go from Forodorn. Do we cut back through the woods? We seem to have some kind of safe passage with Tero's tree speaking.
Well, I'm not talking to the trees, but I'm kind of talking to the trees.
Right. So we have a bit of safe passage. Do we continue through the Shadowtouched Wilds, continue it that way, and kind of beeline it to the
I mean,
city first?
even
Any-
if we are able to escape
on?
the maws of Tero's friends, there's still the chance of us coming across the meteor impact sites and going insane.
Yeah, but I mean, we know what
We've been
things
lucky
look
so
like.
far, but
Yeah, we just skirt on,
I kind of want to see what y'all did to Nelduin.
Oh yeah, that's a view right there.
it's pretty much gone. I don't think we need to revisit it.
Why
I
not?
mean, I will be interested to see what the little worker bees have been up to since it got leveled.
I mean, it's only been, what, 2 weeks? Or
Right, but
it'll
by
be
the-
2 weeks.
Yeah, but by the time we get there, who knows how long?
True.
And we're saying this as we're walking
yeah.
to Forodorn. Yeah.
The destruction of Nelduin happened on the 11th, and today is the 22nd.
You say it.
So, a little, like a week and a half. A little over a week and a half.
Yeah.
They could have done some rebuilding.
So yeah, 11 days ago.
I'm not too worried about seeing the rebuilding process of that. I was just curious of what exactly the extent of your damage did and the repercussions it caused for a city like that.
Oh yeah, most of the buildings gone.
Wait, you weren't there for that? Oh no, you didn't start tracking us until Vanguard.
That was much too early. Yeah.
Yeah, it was before we got.
Yeah.
That was pre-Vanguard.
Yeah, before we made contact.
Who knows? It might be funny to see how far we've come.
I mean, it's yeah, but I mean, if you think about it though, like think about when it collapses, and then them that survive have to travel to the nearest town. Right, that's a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
Give word, and then day or two to get back. If word is, taken on. So, not much probably if the numbers hold up.
Somebody roll me a D100, please.
Tero will. Wee! 23!
Hey!
Perfect.
While we're on the road,
Yeah.
I wanted to do some magical tinkering and make some specialty items. I just want to infuse 3 bolts. One with the sound of like a cricket.
Okay.
Oh, your mic's not picking that out, but
I
envision it.
Get cricket sound, and then another one is like a fart smell,
perfect.
nice.
putrid fart smell, and then another one is gonna be it.
Okay. Cool. Terry, you got a 23, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, nothing happens.
So those are going to be specialty bolts that the trigger is them hitting something.
Okay, cool. All
Oh, you're
ready.
using your arcane, your
Yeah.
like, oh, that's cool.
Alrighty. Since no encounters happened today, or at least so far, you arrive in Forodorn just as the sun begins to rise. You pass by the familiar pyres that sit outside of the city where they burn all those cleansing herbs to repel the undead and the lycanthropes that dwell within this forest. So Samira, you remember the burning you felt in your eyes and the itching of your skin when you approached and entered Forodorn. And its modest little wooden shacks.
Such a refreshing scent. Don't you all agree?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, it's great. It's pretty great. Yeah. Can we move faster?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think we should linger too much.
You pass by people going about their daily affairs, doing whatever they can, moving around. There's people like cutting down some trees to get lumber. But eventually you find your way to the Bjorn's Grasp Tavern, where you know the contacts within who work at this establishment and support the Vanguard. And it is currently dark inside, and the sign on the front door has been turned around to closed.
I mean, what time is it? Is it outside?
We aren't restricted by time. Let us in. Hello.
But
You hear like some heavy footfalls on the other side. A sound of like a couple locks unlocking. And opening the door, you see this. You thought the familiar owner of the establishment, Leonard, the 9'8" ogre, with his prominent tusk, his woolen sweater, and his blue wool knit cap.
Lenny dear, hello. We returned.
Hello. Oh, you all.
Hello.
Hi again.
First off, condolences.
You heard already.
The whole Vanguard hood, yeah.
Is one word in?
No, Carver's here though. You can relay anything you need to him.
Right.
And Leonard gets out of the way to let you all in.
Should just gently pat, like his chest here.
Thank you. And closes the door, locks it all up. Oh yeah, Wormwood never comes here. He never leaves the Vanguard.
Right. All right.
Carver. And peeking out from behind the counter, you see the 6'2" pale elf with his long black hair into like a thick braided ponytail and his bright lilac eyes and his heavy black furs approaches. Well. You all have returned. Well.
Yeah, not all, but on our way back, we kind of stumbled along a patrol that seems like they're a bit on. And he just kind of looks around, make sure everything's cool.
It's empty. It's just Leonard and Carver.
Yeah, that there might be a bit onto you because of a connection between the skull, the bones of the king of the blinded old.
Carver looks a little confused. Do you have any evidence? Any proof we could go on?
Right, yeah. And he pulls out the head of one of the things at the mine, another head of one of the other dudes, like, oh yeah, this one right here. And he's just very careful with it, as it was like, he got it as it was burning.
Yeah, okay.
And this we found on a patrol making its way through the Shadowtouched Wilds.
He'll like look it over. It's not much. There's like just his brain, skull, Vanguard.
Yeah, Kotarak Manor is.
Oh, we know the place. The founder of our order lived there when they first founded this place.
And the connections that we've seen from the Frostine mines, which had the heart of, the kin. So there's clearly some connection there, and it seems like there's something going on. And
if
Vanguard might be compromised.
If there's an incursion, we should deal with it fast. No delays.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice trophy, that skull you got, but it's kind of a liability.
We're not running back to the Vanguard just to waste time with protocols and politics. By then, it could be too late if such an incursion is happening. I need you all to check out the manor. If there's a threat to the Vanguard ordered operations, you take care of it. Wipe them all out. There's probably worms there. Kill as many as you fucking can. Burn the place down if you have to. And he focuses, he thinks for a second. The council,
I don't know about you guys, but I mean, that's all I need to hear.
The council will owe you, the Vanguard will owe you. More importantly, this is about what needs to be done. Fuck red tape. I know you just proved yourselves and now I'm asking more of you. We don't have time to call in for backup. You get it done, we'll head to the Vanguard and relay the information, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And he looks at Crearyn. Are you coming with us, or are you staying with them?
Oh, I'm staying with them. They're way more fun.
Fair. Hands you a spherical ball of glass stained a pale blue, almost like the color of an iceberg when you see it beneath the water.
Oh, got the topper.
Crush this when you're done, and you'll be whisked back to the Vanguard. We don't enchant many of these, so use it wisely.
Oh, good to know.
I was going to take this with me on the way back, but it might be more of use to you. If there are worms camping out at the manor, this might help. And he reaches from behind the counter where he had a travel bag and pulls it out and unfastens the clasp on it and hands each of you a potion of greater healing.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice. Is it the syringe or is it?
Yeah, it's a syringe.
Nice.
We still have our like red goopy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Our red.
Yeah, the goop.
Red
You
brown
still,
sludge.
You still have the goop. Yeah.
Okay.
And I will relay the information about the job and everything. I'll relay all of this to the council, and we'll go from there. Maybe strengthen our defenses. We haven't had an incursion at all or any breaches in our security since the Vanguard was founded 200 years ago. We never had a breach in the base of operations, so we should probably take this seriously if they're getting close to finding us out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much.
Christ.
We just joined the Vanguard, so I mean, we're just, like I said, we're relaying information. Yeah, I got these heads as a bit of proof about what we done at the mines.
I'll take
But
those
also-
with me. And he opens up. He grabs like a big. Sorry, Leonard. And he dumps out like a bunch of potatoes that are like sitting in a big burlap sack behind the counter. Just dumps out all these potatoes. Just throw them in here, and I'll take them with me.
Right, just make sure they're properly disposed when you're done with your investigations. I don't know.
Of course.
The blood, whatnot.
They'll
It's
be
weird.
they'll be burned.
Right on.
Just holds the bag open. Perfect. Leonard and Carver goes downstairs, and you can hear him moving through the secret passage that leads into the forest. And Leonard just standing there. Well, that was quick and to the point.
That's how it goes some days.
I think I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. They pointed us right to the problem. I'm ready to dig in.
Linny, do you happen to have any like food for us to take on our travels?
Of course, anything for you.
Beautiful,
Wrong
thank you.
accent.
Oh,
Anything for you. And he
yeah, if you could
goes
just-
into the kitchen real quick and brings out like a couple like dried goat's legs.
We got goat heads.
No,
Shame.
bunch of goat legs, some like steak, like some like lamb chops, goats, like some steaks, bunch of vegetables and potatoes, and basically enough to like, he gives you enough food to feed you for probably a week or so. So this boy help.
Thank you.
And he also hands you a tiny, tiny, tiny little keg of brown ale.
Like a Heineken keg.
Yeah, basically.
I could kiss you.
Oh,
but I
please
won't.
don't.
Right, yeah.
Looks to Samira. I'm sorry about your brother.
How did everyone find out?
Madrigan has eyes and ears everywhere. She kind of knows what goes on.
Abraham's just pointing at Crearyn.
And also, you see Leonard is also pointing at Crearyn.
Did you tell everyone?
To tell everybody, I just need to tell one person.
Yeah, remember the middle management? They were reporting on us.
If it helps, Madrigan is very good at communing with people that are no longer here. If you ever want to
Tried that, didn't work.
Batrigan's a little... I don't know how she does it, but she's sneaky. She might be able to give you some comfort if you need it.
I was already let down once in that department. I don't need to get my hopes up again. I'm good, thanks.
No, fair.
Also, we don't want to occupy your time, Lenny.
No, it's
So-
fine. Anything for you. Word has gotten out about Nodwin, just so you know. You were all bragging about it last time you were here. The Dominion is labeling it as a sort of fallout zone from some sort of arcane explosion caused by the Vanguard, labeling it as an act of terrorism, and the public are buying it.
No, you need someone to
Great.
blame. But we can just say it was me.
It painted us
We
in a
just
negative
don't-
light, but that's what the
Oh.
Dominion are trying to do. They've been doing it since our founding. But those of us who know the truth.
Stay safe, Lenny. It's
Of
getting
course.
precarious out there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of nosy neighbours around here lately. We've killed them pretty easily, though.
But if anyone comes asking about what happened at Hrungar, you send them about southeast from here, just half a day's march. There's a little, shall I say, mural that kind of explains a bit.
Alright.
Everyone
BB
has-
is an eccentric, Lenny. They enjoy the flair of accomplishment.
But you know why are we in this? People like a good story. It's about narrative. We gotta establish it. Give them what they want.
Well, I got to open up soon, so if I want to be around for the customers, that's up to you.
Now we're gonna head out. I think we might need to get on the road immediately.
Alright. Be safe.
Thank you, Lenny. Aaron's gonna leave.
Up top. Abraham goes to give him high fives.
Gives you a high five and nearly knocks you over. Just,
That's right.
Carver forgot to ask. Now Crearyn's gone. Did you all think of a name for your squad yet? All of the squads in the Vanguard have a name, and now that you're full members, now you've completed your initiation. I could relay that information to Carver when he gets back.
I don't know, gang. We all got a little bit of tokens from the moon, the altar of the moon. What you say we get a bit of a moon fame or something? I don't know.
The Mooners!
Mooners.
Crearyn comes
Crearyn's
back
gonna
just to
step in. The Mooners!
You're not here. Shut up.
Moon kids. No.
You probably want to inspire fear in the Dominion.
Yeah. Dems of the moon.
Bear Moon. Wolf Moon? Scary Moon.
Jay's
Red
names.
Moon Rising.
A loony half dozen.
Ooh.
That's actually
We're
really
only
good.
5 though.
Well, I mean,
Once upon a time,
No.
it could have been six.
Samoji.
yeah.
If my brother hadn't died, you wouldn't be with us.
Alright.
But he's
Well,
still
says
with us
who?
in spirit.
Yeah.
Says who?
But if we're talking straight counts, I mean, we're not on a mission anymore. So we got Scooch's plus. I mean, he's talking to people. So we got Scooch's little friends. I mean, together they count as at least one.
Well, lunar moon. What about lunar moon goons?
The Lunar Moon Goons.
Well, if you're not into the whole brevity thing, it's a little redundant.
The Lunar Gooners. Pass it up.
You guys are never gonna have a
Give me-
serious party name, are you?
Can we get back to the maybe intimidating party name? I was thinking maybe the Avenging Crescents or something.
We all heard the moons are called like a satellite. Why not
Jay's knees.
a rattlite?
Who said that?
It's Leonard. To
I'm
honor your
very insensitive,
honor your
Leonard.
deceased brother.
Guy side. I don't know.
Raider haters.
Crater.
The lunatics.
Ooh, lunatics.
Those like
Ooh.
potatoes.
Lunatics is good.
Lunar Tix is kind of good.
Yeah, it's real punny. I didn't
Yeah.
know
It
that.
is.
Leonard pulls out a scroll,
I think yeah.
piece of
I think
parchment,
I
and just
like
writes
it.
down the lunar ticks. Masquerade, Marzipan, Blanche, Bad Brain BB, and the Sculptor. The lunar
The
ticks.
Lunar Tix.
Alright,
I'll get started on the art.
be safe on the road. Go through the forest if you can.
Such a good one.
Watch out for the spiders.
We will.
Oh, I don't need to worry about that anymore.
Yeah. We'll probably shake the little legs.
They're my friends.
They're your friends.
Oh, speaking of, we're
really good
inside
at
somewhere.
being friends.
And Tero's just gonna like turn and look in just a random direction and then call out in spider. Little friends, come to me, little friends. Any of you out there, come to me.
And like,
Come, little children. I'll
so, like
Come, little spiders, I'll take thee away.
Leonard is like looking around all terrified. Just as like you can hear like groaning and scraping over the top of the building, just like you hear people screaming outside.
Oh.
Oh no, sorry,
God.
little friends. I didn't think you could hear me down
Yeah,
here.
because I'm just imagining like a little, like some spiders, like just
Oh,
crawling out
I
from
thought you were
like
calling
around
one
his
of
legs.
the big
No.
ones.
No. He was
Oh.
calling. He was trying to call for small spiders.
Like
That's
house
funny.
spiders.
This is funny
yeah.
too, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just hear
No. Yeah. Tero doesn't understand how this works. He didn't realize they could hear him.
You just, like, you just see like a big spider head peer down through one of the front windows. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Here, can I? Would you like a little squishy?
Leonard like, you open the
I was gonna-
window.
Tero's gonna lean out the window and then go up
Stay
and
out
just
of
try and like
range and you'll be
give it a little,
fine.
give it a little forehead scritch.
Oh, thank you. I'm Jimothy.
Very nice to meet you, Timothy.
And then
I'm
it's
so sorry. I was trying to find the little friends.
oh, and then it gets up and scurries away, and people are like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, Jimothy.
And then you can see like 30 or so little tiny spiders like coming out of the cracks and crevices of the interior walls, just like swarming towards you like the Pied Piper.
Ooh, come to me, come to your new home,
You know, watch as like the spiders kind of just start to crawl up Tero and like go into like underneath his coat.
Yeah. Without them spiders, though, you're gonna have to keep a bigger eye out for any insects.
Oh,
Yeah.
before
Maybe
Jimmy-
can you like maybe give away?
Before
a
Jimothy
few?
leaves, if you ever need a ride somewhere, and then
Ooh, very good to know. Thank
that
you.
way.
He said we can. He said he'll give us a ride somewhere if we want.
Oh, that's helpful.
See, friends.
Leonard just looks like Leonard looks
Gotta
petrified
have friends.
because he was literally talking about
Yeah.
the spiders, and then one showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Leonard
Leonard,
takes-
Sorry, I was calling for the little ones. I didn't realize the big one could hear me. I didn't realize there was one so close.
Turns out they're a lot closer than you think.
oh, there's stories everywhere.
Oh yes, very much so. Everywhere. They're very friendly
Yeah.
to me, anyway.
I dare to say half the Shadowtouched Wilds are these spiders.
Probably there's a lot of theories that they came with the craters.
Really?
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh, they're not native? I always
How the
thought they were
fuck would
native.
those be native?
Yeah.
I
what
don't
kind
know,
of
some weird
predators would take
mutations
them out?
during the revitalization.
Get out of my restaurant.
Sorry! Sorry for trying to invite reason and logic.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have any more grub, more drink, you know where to come. Unless I get murdered when you're gone.
That'll never happen. You keep a clean nose, and
Oh no, it's fine.
everything will be
We
fine.
killed some snoopers the other day.
Oh, I bet they were part of the group that we caught.
Oh, maybe they want worms.
Oh, snoopers. What you mean?
See those bandits on the road that we came across?
Did any of them look like a dwarf? Red
No.
hair.
No.
Oh,
Mm.
right.
They're just
They
like,
weren't worms. Who were they?
oh fuck. They had like. I'm not so good with remembering faces.
Alright.
But like they had big. They were covered in hair, head to toe. Big old antler heads.
Oh.
They were looking for. What was the word? Spies. And Carver
Yeah.
killed like 2 of them.
Oh, that's not. Oh,
And then they like attacked us too because they're like, oh, we're looking for spies. And Carver was like, we got no spies here. And they're like trying to force their way in. I was scared. My patrons were scared, so Carver killed 2 of them. I killed 1 of them because I'm tough.
Yeah.
Well,
Very.
next time Carver comes around, you let him know that them antlered ones, like, I think there's room to have an alliance with them.
We got one of their bodies downstairs.
Do you mind if I have a look?
Yeah, and it leads you all downstairs.
Okay.
And you can see, yeah, there is a, not like a full, like, they're like, yeah, like 10 feet tall or so. They're just like laid out on the floor. Like they've been
And
here
it
for-
does look like the ones we've seen.
Yeah. And they look like a mix between a human and a giant. Not full like giant, they look like a half giant. Whitish blue skin, pink nose and cheeks, kind of from like the cold, blue eyes, antlers growing out of their heads, and they're covered in like thick shaggy fur, and they've got like long claws, and they're just laying there dead, and it looks like they were like disemboweled. Yeah, one of these fuckers.
Right, yeah, right. So these ones, like, we got connections with them. They're kind of our allies.
Oh, the allies.
Yeah, potential.
Oh fuck.
I think. Yeah. We got to kind of nurture something there because their enemies are our enemies
All right.
right now.
Next time I see Carver, I'll let him know.
Yeah. I mean, we saw them do some heavy lifting outside the mines. Like, they broke that place before we got there.
All right. That's
We
good.
just cleaned up in there inside.
That's good to
Just
know. Oh,
Next time, just let them know that the Silent Wolf, you are allies of the Silent Wolf.
the Silent Wolf.
Yes.
Noted. Do I tell Carver that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll let Carver know we're allies of the Silent Wolf. And if we see more of these people, just tell them that.
Very good.
Alright. I'll deal with this then. With body.
Right, do we want to like get a place in town to sleep for the night so that we can actually sleep in a bed? Gang.
I got beds upstairs.
Yeah, we might as well.
Sleep in a bed before we head out onto the road again. Oh, I see.
It is only noon, so you could spend the day in town getting supplies and looking
Yeah,
around.
I'd recommend getting additional camping gear for everyone. Some firewood.
Alright, well. Yeah, the bed's here free of charge since you're members of the Vanguard now.
Thanks.
I'll deal with this body. You all go claim your rooms and then figure out what you're going to do with today.
Alright.
As you all make your way back upstairs to go pick your rooms in the Bjorn's Grasp Tavern. Having relayed some handed in your introduction quest to the Ramsend Vanguard, chosen your name, and have been given a new quest to head to Kaltorak Manor to investigate the incursion there. That's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Team achievement. Complete initiation.
Complete initiation. And then, yeah,
Woo,
we'll be
we
back
did
next
it.
week without Garrett.
We did it!
Yeah.
I'm out, guys.
Yay!
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
We're leaving,
Yeah.
we're leaving Bad Brain behind.
we can
We're leaving
bully Bad
BB
Brain.
and Forodorn.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be back next week for that.
Dude, if the winds are right, I can just cast levitate on myself. Like,
Just balloon you.
just leave you guys.
Yeah.
But,
And just
Yeah, we'll
jumping glad.
pick up
Yeah.
there next week. Bye.
Bye.